guys, it's me again. So I got quite a bit of feedback and people responding yesterday. I was actually really impressed by the amount of interactions I got with you guys. I was really excited about it, and the more people show interest in my story and about like all of this, the more keen I am on wanting to share. And also, I'm recording this on my phone, so if I pull the camera away or turn it over, it's because I'm checking to make sure it's still recording, like now. But so I was really excited to hear that people wanted to hear more about what I've been through and what I'm going through, and I'm surprised at how many people are or have gone through the same stuff I've had with experiences and everything. So it's been super interesting to get to know that I'm not alone. So I decided I'm gonna do a 3-part like mini series on myself and about my addiction and stuff, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm gonna call it My Truth, and basically I'm going to share my truth with you guys. So, dun, 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 My Truth, a 3-part mini series, and then it says "Welcome to my life." So today is going to be part 1 of my mini series, and it's going to be kind of about how I got to where I am. So, dun, dun, dun. Sorry. Here it is. Part 1, my past. So everyone has a past, and all of us addicts have a reason that we became addicts and how we got here. So I'm gonna fill you in on a bit of what brought me here. So I'm 24, and I've been an addict for quite a while. I've only been doing heroin for the last like 9-ish months, I want to say, maybe less. And so the first time I ever tried drugs, I was a kid, and it was started with pain pills. And I have a lot of medical problems, like I need a hip replacement and stuff. I've had a few hip surgeries, and so I've always been in chronic pain. And when I was 18, I got into pain management and was prescribed oxys and morphine daily. So from the get-go, I was addicted. So when I was 18, I got married to a guy who's now my ex-husband, and he was pretty abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally, and sexually. I went through a lot of shit with him, and it was really bad. I also had some other traumatic events happen when I was a kid, with sexual assault and physical and mental abuse from family and stuff like that. So I had kind of a rough childhood, and I had a rough upbringing. I had to grow up a lot faster than most people my age, and I have a lot of pain that I like to mask. So with that, drugs they helped for the chronic pain I was in, but they also helped me mask the emotional pain that I was dealing with on a daily basis. And it was really rough for me, because drugs always provided an escape. Like, they numbed everything. They made everything better and brighter, and it made me feel better about myself, because I have really low self-esteem, and I have no confidence, and I don't think very highly of myself. So with drugs, it kind of provided that for me. It gave me the confidence and the strength I needed in my day-to-day life. I didn't try heroin until a few months after I had my baby, my son. I have 3 kids. I've mentioned in a couple other posts, but I have 3 kids. 2 are from my ex-husband, and 1 is for my current boyfriend. After me and my ex split up, he left, and he got strung out on meth, crack, heroin, just pretty much whatever he could get his hands on. And so he just left. He doesn't have anything to do with the kids anymore. So my current boyfriend stepped in, and he is my kids' dad. He has been their dad for my middle child was when me and my boyfriend got together. My middle child was like 4 months old. So that's dad. That is his dad for him, and he's been really supportive through all this. My boyfriend has been doing heroin longer than I have. He was doing it while I was pregnant and stuff, and then I found out, and it caused some issues. And then when I had my son, and a little bit after I had him, I eventually, my pain management pills weren't doing enough for me, and the pregnancy just destroyed my hips. And so I tried it, and surprise, surprise, I liked it, and here I am. So since this is going to be my past, I'm going to talk a little bit about things, and if I don't give a lot of details, it's because it's going to be coming up again in some of my future posts. But so I started out just smoking heroin, and that was what I did for a while. And then OCS got involved, and so they came in and they took my kids. It was really hard. Even talking about it is really hard. I don't know if you guys have personal experience with OCS or OCS, but it's child services, and they take kids and they put them either in foster care or with parents or with grandparents while the parents get their shit together, which is part of why I'm been dealing with the struggles I've been going through with rehab and all of that. So yeah, OCS took my kids. They've been in OCS custody for like 6 months, for quite a while. They're with their grandparents and their godparents. And that's where they are until me and my boyfriend can kind of get our shit together. So after my kids got taken by OCS, the day that they took my baby, which was basically OCS showed up, they had a bunch of cops, and they took my older two. OCS already got because they were spending the weekend with my mom, and so they got them from my mom. And I still had my youngest, my baby. And so they came and physically removed him from my arms. And they took him. And that was the day I started shooting up. At that point, I had a fuck it mentality. I was pretty much like, they took my kids. I lost everything. I am done. And so I started shooting up. I've been trying to get clean from the start of all this because of my kids. It's been rough. But so anyways, back to my past. So there was the OCS, there was the abusive marriage, there was all the trauma I dealt with as a kid and as a teenager. And so drugs for me have basically just always been a escape and a way to numb myself, but they also serve a purpose in the fact that I physically am constantly in an insane amount of pain. I don't blame anyone. I used to harbor a lot of blame for a lot of things. I don't blame anyone. I fully acknowledge that I've got myself into the mess that I'm in, and it's my job to clean it up. So that was part one, just my past. If there's anything you guys want to know or anything you want elaboration on or you'd like to hear more about, like, please reach out. Like, I really, my goal with this is to share as much as I can to show other people that they're not alone in their struggles, and even the most normal, average looking person might have a secret struggle that you don't know about. Because Lord knows I do. I'm going to probably post part 2 tomorrow, and then the last part on Sunday or Saturday. So my next part is going to be my rock bottom, and it's going to be about me hitting rock bottom, or what that looked like for me. Yeah, so I'll talk about, my lowest and the point where I was ready to get clean for myself and not just for my kids. But through all this, ask questions. My hope is after I'm done with all 3 parts, I'll do a Q&A. If I have enough interest and enough people have reached out, I'll do a Q&A. So I'll write down and accumulate all the questions that have been asked and stuff like that, and then I'll answer them. So any question, like no question is too personal, no question, I'm ready to share anything pretty much. So whatever you guys want to know about my drug use, my past, drug use in general, drug addiction in general, what it looks like, what it feels like, harm reduction, my rituals, what shooting up is like anything. Like I'm willing to share anything with you guys. So feel free to reach out. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later. So bye.